Alright everyone, welcome in to Zelda Speedrun for the first round 2 of winner bracket of the season. Today's match is between TonyBigBlind and TheOtherSection. On the commentary booth we have Video James and Neuro, and on the tracking myself and Saberstorm. I'll leave it up to you, Neuro and Video.
Welcome. What's up, ZeldaSpeedRuns? How you guys doing? Ready for a cool race today?
I sure am, Video. We have two great, fantastic runners today. The other section, number 6 seed, amazing runner, and TonyBigBlind, who has garnered a reputation for having a huge appetite for races, just always pinging in the Discord, and fresh off of an upset in round 1 against Just Sam, looking to continue that streak here in round 2.
AU. How do you think you pronounce that file name? Yeah, two very interesting runners, I think. Section has been playing for a couple years, but really kind of broke out this tournament with the 6th seed. I don't think any of us could have seen that coming, so definitely a bit of a standout there. And of course, Tony only started playing MMR earlier this year, but has certainly made a name for themselves already, so this should be a very exciting match.
Yeah, getting started here. I unfortunately missed what's on the clock tower, but I'm sure that we will not be getting it because it's nothing.
All right, first question: which shade of blue tunic do you like more?
I have to say, I think the left one. I'm a big fan of pastel.
The lighter blue. I'm more partial to Tony's, I think, but I don't like light blue.
Yeah. Oh, was that Captain's hat on the tree?
That's a Gibdo mask. So.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I mean, of the two, Icona Access Mask is technically the better one, but every time I see it, I'm like, I don't want Well to be in play, you know?
Yeah, it's the quote-unquote better one, but it's better for restream chat.
Is this normal? Does Section always do this?
Section, as far as I'm aware, Section is an insane in-game time router, always looking to do as many cycles as he possibly can.
You got Room Key, though, bro. What if it's a Goron mask? Oh
my goodness! And
already
getting
rewarded
right away with Hookshot. So yeah, this laundry pool opener, not a surprise. He's going to be skipping reservation, in fact, in favor of getting this cycle over with. And on to the next one.
That's a small gilded chest there. Tony peeked the Bomber's hideout chest, so we'll have to see.
All right, and what is this Hookshot putting in logic immediately on Straw Roof?
Lens. That doesn't really do much, does it? You can see the truth, see through the seeds bullshit.
Yeah, if only.
And then little East Clocktown Peak, that's also gilded so far. Have you seen like just a normal item yet?
We have not, although the seed is still quite young, not even the 2-minute mark yet.
So one little thing I noticed is the Tingle in Clocktown had a Bremen mask, and that with the hookshot, that's immediately in logic. So that'll be interesting to see if people opt to go to Ranch early and do lemons or not, or put that off.
I think
Section is the fart. I'm so sorry for interrupting, but Section is the fart for heart pieces.
No, you're good. I didn't even hear it. I'm not sure why. I mean, it might be a weird thing with my headphones or something.
It's pretty the undertones, overtones, whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so seeing a observatory opener, this is tried and true. This has been a staple since season 1. It has stood the test of time. I find at this point,
I know you're a true stickler for observatory opener.
It's optimal. We saw the West Clocktown Foolish, so that's really, really nice. West Clocktown, I believe, is probably the second best Clocktown Foolish you can get after East Clocktown. Mostly because, I mean, you don't need to worry about bank at all. You don't need to worry about Curiosity Shop, which is really annoying. And it saves you a lot of time early with regards to, you know, Postman minigame and Swordsman minigame, which is usually something you do. There's just a lot of time-sensitive stuff that West Clocktown presents that a Foolish means is really good.
Absolutely. We're finding gold dust.
Mm-hmm.
Which is our first bottle available. I've had a seed where that was the only bottle in Logic for a bottleneck
Mm-hmm.
And then the gold dust was also required, so you had to go back and do what was it Goron chess mini game in my case to get the gold dust again.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking with that gold dust, and obviously Section is in prime time of day position. You sell that gold dust to get your bottle. Remember where it is. It's a really easy spot for gold dust, and then that's probably all the money you need for the seed. Like, you just hope that you only need that 200, deposit it, and then never look back.
It's actually not getting too punished for skipping this GFS on relocation.
Yeah, I mean, probably get it. It's nice to have. It'll certainly save some time early, you know, with like P-Hat and stuff, but I don't think it's crucial to the seed that they skip it, so.
Wervo, you might have just heard me raving about it. Because I did that. I think you were in 2 different chats that I raved about that seed with.
Alright, so the only really interesting hint that we got there was Goron Village Foolish Accept Song, which is fairly nice. Don't have to worry about the wallet mounted swamp deed stuff, but the only thing you need to do is pop in, get the song, and peace out. It's just really nice.
That is true.
The only caveat with a Goron Village Foolish Accept Song is that it makes Hugo kind of annoying. It's like, do you still route in Hugo? I mean, it does make it easier to, like, you don't have to go into Lens Cave and then figure out how you want to route that, but it's still, I don't know. I'd say Goron Village Foolish Accept Song is really, really nice.
Yeah. Overall, it is. Mm-hmm. Hey, Vidya, do you wonder, perhaps, in a Season 4 seed, if Pirate's Fortress Interior could perhaps be Way of the Hero?
Is it? Did we see a hint for that, or you just asking?
We just saw a hint for that on Other Section.
I see, okay.
How obvious that is.
Yeah, I mean, damn, Pirate's Fortress required? Can you imagine?
No way. I don't think that's ever happened.
The one thing I'd say I'm personally not a fan of with this opener on Section side is if you don't get a bow early, you are heavily isolating Swamp Shooting Gallery here. And I mean, it is, it's not like that bad because it's 2 checks, so you have more incentive to go back for it, but it's still, you know, it's not exactly ideal to orphan this check if you don't have a bow. Also skipping the hint, but...
That's true, too. It definitely reminds me of last night's seed. I've already forgotten names. Pojo versus Spec. Where, there's Bremen and Fürstidi on Tingle. But yeah, Pojo skipping bow and going to swamp anyway. Meanwhile, Spec finding bow on Honey and Darling was able to route in swamp archery, which blocked basically the entire seed. It had Zora and it had a wallet, and the other wallet was also behind Zora.
Got it.
And that was to get Captain's Hat off of A&M purchase.
So on Tony's side, he's doing the, you know, Observatory opener. You basically always do this where you do a loop through Termina Field. The issue is, with the West Clocktown Foolish, he skipped over Swordsman School and Postman minigame, which means his time of day is going to be interesting, and I don't know exactly how you should deal with this. There's a couple different ways. I've done it in the past. I think my current go-to is just backwalk all the way to Milk Road and hit the owl. And that way you can... I was going to say
the same thing, except Swamp Owl would be the one.
Oh, Swamp Owl? Yeah, see, the only reason I don't like doing that is kind of the same thing I was talking about with Section side with isolating Swamp Archery. It's not, you know, in that case, like, even if you have a bow, you have no choice. You have to isolate it because you're not going to have enough time for it, and it's going to be already close anyway. So
That's true.
That's why I'm more in favor of this Fire Arrow on Dodongo, by the way. That's true. That's a good point by Spec. If Tony really wants, he can instead of doing South Termina Field, he can opt to just go hit the Icona Owl, which I think is pretty good. You get the hints, and you're not really like too fussed with the Graveyard right now. You'll probably be back there sometime later in the seed, and that I think should kill an adequate enough of time, and then you can. Actually, there's 2 or 3 hints you can opt to get depending on your time of day. So, yeah, I think that's a pretty good play. I didn't consider that option.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Finding out that Swamp House is dead. Class.
All right, not too bad. And then yeah, Section doing exactly what I suggested, which was to deposit. Oh, so this is going to be time loss on Section side as well.
Absolutely,
because he doesn't know. I mean, he does have to burn in-game time, but he could be doing other stuff.
Did we find a hint for exterior? I know we found a hint for interior. So that bot might be.
Yeah, I think that's out of date. That should say interior.
It should say interior. It was in observatory. Okay, thank you, Lispy. Yeah, so section not having done that yet, he doesn't have that knowledge.
This is where diversions in openers can certainly, be dependent seed to seed. Where, sometimes the observatory hint is really, really, really good amount of information. But other times, if you do South opener, for example, the Road to Swamp hint is something that observatory opener doesn't get until like 20-25 minutes into the seed, depending on what's going on. So Tony didn't feel the need to do anything, press buttons. He was writing stuff down.
Yeah, definitely. And Tony uses just a normal TXT file for his notes, which is also what I do. And definitely it's a fun challenge to try to get used to where the loading zones are in order to get those fingers over the keyboard. But some people just prefer to, write things down before they forget. And that can be valuable as well if you're
definitely
a person.
I mean, I find that backwalking is really useful just in general for writing notes with the other hand.
One-handed.
Yeah. Or sip a beverage if that's your cup of tea.
Yes. Yes, I always have water with me. Gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah. Okay, but here's where right-handed people are more privileged, because if you're backwalking with your left hand and you gotta take notes with your right hand, it's a lot harder if you're left-handed. So
it's true.
Just another reason right-handers stay winning.
And we're gonna find ice arrows on Old Lady.
Ice arrows.
Not having to worry about what those are.
All right, so
with that Gibdo and ice arrows in play, all we need is a bow and magic, and we could be seeing Restream Chat's favorite, Olive Canyon bingo.
Oh, love that. Is that Restream's favorite?
Yes, they always want Pamela. They always want Pamela.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right, so here's interesting. Section is going to be using the chicken to trade in Mountain Deed here. I think this is a good play because you have, this is in logic. You have the Mountain Deed very accessible in the East Clocktown chest, and you're probably not getting Zora and Goron for a while, so there's no chance this is really going to be. Zora, Goron, and potentially Deku for logical. Gotta remember that, because that was the mistake I made in my race.
Yeah, and especially if you're Section and you are planning on getting this cycle done sooner rather than later. Which again is what Section tends to do a lot. So yeah, not even bothering to save scum this.
Yeah, who cares? I think this is a great choice. It's nothing, but whatever, who cares? So I think this is actually kind of nice for Tony's side. He has 99 rupees from the Dodongos, and now he's going to trade in gold dust.
Well, just as Section did to get this money.
Yep, and he's going to have 198.
Is foolish.
Yeah, still, I think 198 is very optimal to have in the bank, because you don't waste your time getting the useless bank 1 check, and then you have enough money to reasonably feel safe in the seed, right?
Yeah, to be able to start cycles with mini games or what have you.
Another bottle. Nice.
And our second bottle for more money.
Now, if West Clocktown wasn't foolish, I would say sell that. Who cares about the magic? But
yeah,
you might as well either just drink it or just forget it exists.
Yeah, I would consider writing the code down, because it could be useful in late game to have Chateau available.
I wouldn't waste my time. I wouldn't care. You're gonna have GFS, so most of the enemies, magic's not going to be that impactful. It still might, if you don't. You also have FD, right, on the Tingle, so Swim Mold shouldn't be a problem.
Still not knowing that West Clocktown is foolish, so he is going to do exactly what we said not to do.
What do you do here?
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe there'll be something useful like double defense on Bank 1 or something. And then just seeing them cross over each other's paths. Eventually, one of them is going to go to swamp. I think that's the intent here. Tony's doing, I think the most basic bitch observatory opener route. He's going to go for P-Hat, Milk Road, and do Gorman Race. Make his way over to swamp, and maybe he'll get rewarded with a bow along the way, and then he can do swamp archery. But other than that, I think making your way to swamp pretty soon will be the play.
Certainly a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, with swamp. Sorry, go ahead.
I've never seen this text from Bomber Kid. If you accidentally talk with a Keaton mask, I think what he said was, "I have that too."
Yeah, that actually, I think that doesn't count as catching them. I might be wrong there, but it might be the same as catching them. Is he just saying screw bombers? Just saying screw bombers?
No, he already got bombers. That was the chateau.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I think it was an accidental. I think it was just an accidental thing.
I see.
Maybe
he just talked. I see what you're saying now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think obviously section's pushing time of day, and this has been working out well so far. The only thing they're missing is GFS, so P-Hat might be a little bit more troublesome. Not that bad. It's not a trouble for a racer section's caliber, but might see Tony catch up a little bit on that West Clocktown knowledge. Where did we get Keaton, by the way? You remember? No? Okay.
I don't.
I'm just wondering if it's from West Clocktown, that's all. It was bigger bomb bag? Okay. Okay, so this is foolish. So yeah, this is more time loss then.
Did he just fail the quiz? Is that what I just saw?
No, he got it. Bro Tinderdose is pinged for a race right now. 2 minutes after the race started. What the hell, man? Why are you not here watching the restream? I will put you on blast. Yeah, okay, so Tony's going to be making his way over. What if I say yeah? I'm just going to say yeah. Just completely gaslight him. Yeah, sure, bro. I'll race. I'm not gonna be that mean. That fart again, yeah!
Oh, I heard it that time, yeah.
Yeah, we should also mark bottle and ice arrows from Tony's side. Damn it, Eris.
Yeah, we also need to mark Gibdo for his section because he finally got it.
So here we will see the power of GFS on the P-Hat. 4 hits with just a regular slash will do it very, very quick.
Insanity.
All right, if this is a bow, I'm going to be very curious about swamp archery.
Nope, it's just another bottle. Hey, is everybody that want a bottle? We got some extra.
Man, this would be a great seed to just, maybe potentially one-trip eggs.
Yeah, can we... Does anybody need to do eggs?
I wish. What I want to do... Here's what I'm going to do in my next bracket race. I'm going to quick do eggs and get the song reward, and it's going to be just like a red rupee or something, but... It's
going to be a recovery heart, I think.
Nobody can ban me, though, so, what are you going to do? Arrest me?
Yeah,
Am I being detained?
It's a glitch that doesn't afford you actual advantage. Beneath the well is way of the hero, friends.
Boo.
Friends and neighbors, we have a well seed.
Remember how I said earlier, Gibdo means, well is in play, and it's always annoying? There you go.
Yep. Commentator's curse. Giant's mask. So, not going to have to worry about twin mold logic.
Yeah, but we already had FD, so, same thing.
Do we have FD? Where did FD come from?
Didn't you say FD was on this one?
It's a different single. You're right. Yeah. Nobody bothered to get it.
So here's something. So I just noticed this because I see Tony's notes on his stream. So I noticed, because obviously you abbreviate stuff, right? You're at PFI instead of Pirates Fortress, NCT, North Clocktown. But what I've noticed is that everybody, instead of writing BTW for Beneath the Well, everybody just writes well. And I think that's really funny.
Yeah, I think it's because W and E are right next to each other, and then you just need 2 L's. It's a little bit easier to get your fingers around. Especially if you happen to be writing with your left hand.
We don't... The Fox is right that basically none of the well is open Leftwell is locked by, I mean, obviously there's the bow that you need to logically, bow and magic. But if you just want to be, you know, a complete dumbass and rush well right now, you would need, for Leftwell, you need either Mask of Sense or a wallet. Oh,
Hey,
nice,
nice
by the way.
Deku.
For Leftwell, Rightwell, you need either, you know, light arrows, and I think light arrows is just all you need to get there, plus Gibdo.
Yeah.
And then I think Mirror Shield chest, you need fire arrows or some way to get fire with the stick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
you can do forwards well with a stick if you are. It's especially easier to do if you have more bottles because
yeah, exactly.
bring more things and still be able to get the big bow and stuff.
Right, lights are
And
Deku.
it's even easier if you have light arrows anyway because you can do kind of a void warp type of route.
So this that Deku placement's really nice because now Section's going to be able to just do DP right away. And,
Indeed.
you know, not even think about it.
Deku Palace, get your minds out of the gutter.
And yeah, Swamp here, typical spot to advance time after you've done Woods of Mystery because there's no day transition in Swamp for whatever reason. Midnight Meeting is dead, by the way.
Oh, nice.
So that hint is important because Section skipped that hint earlier.
Indeed. So if we find a cafe mask, that might be more time loss.
Yeah. Oh, so it's just going to take the boat? I guess, yeah, you take the boat here.
Yeah, because you don't really have a way to go the direction.
So
if you're already checking Kome, you're going to go towards this way.
So what I'm thinking, somebody mentioned it earlier in Section, apparently likes to rush Swamp early if you have a bottle. It is 2 Sphere 0 checks that, you know, you don't want to put off for too long, and if you don't have a bottle, it can be quite annoying. So I agree with, you know, doing that, and it did pay off with this Deku Mask, and obviously Tony's going to get it soon, but the time of day routing here working out in Section's favor so far.
I'm getting a little bit of a looping issue on Section's side, so I might have to refresh.
It's your stream, bro.
I gotta fix my stream.
Yeah.
It's fine because we're still getting into Deku Palace here.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we're gonna get our first song here in the form of Deku Palace's song. Get beans, which will be nice for if we need to do, you know, forwards well for right chest. And then we'll also get Woodfall. Potentially could see a dip into Woodfall if the song is Sonata. I don't think you do that right now though. I think you fish for a boat elsewhere. The only real advantage Tony has, I think, at this point is, I mean, obviously the knowledge, the couple hit knowledge, knowing West Clocktown is foolish, as well as the fire arrows that was on Dodongo Grotto, which surely Section will do later on, but still, that is something that, even though it looks like Section is ahead in terms of progression here, Tony does have a little bit of firepower on his side.
That's true.
Did you get it, guys? Because you got fire arrow, firepower? Okay, whatever. Fuck it.
I got it.
Thank you.
Section going to go ahead and do the song first here. I'm
Lol.
still having buffering issues, so
Lol.
I don't
Messed
know
up
what
the
that
ledge.
song is.
Oh, okay, so it was marked, the tracker marked it Elegy. So it is Elegy. And we're only a couple items away, like 3 or 4 items away from Stone Tower Temple being in Logic, which is kind of funny. May end up being our first logical dungeon.
Very, very big possibility. All right, I think my stream is fixed now.
Hope so. Yeah, so Section, hasn't done Observatory. It's obviously nothing other than the West Clocktown knowledge, which he's gonna feel pretty bad about, but it's not the worst foolish you could, you know, hide yourself away from.
Yeah. Tony reaching Deku here.
And on that
Just a hop,
chest
skip, and a
either.
jump away from having all the items that we know about so far.
Then we'll see Section go for Woodfall here. Can't dip into, no option to dip into Woodfall Temple, but It's true. He did skip swordsman school, even though he doesn't know West Clocktown is foolish. So, where was the lens? It was. I remember it was somewhere. Oh yeah, it was. So it was on Straw Roof Chest in South Clocktown, and hookshot's completely in logic. So, yes, Tony. I think either that or he's waiting until day 3 to check it. I don't know if he actually has it. I'm getting the sense that section just skips a lot of stuff. that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. It's pretty risky, but
it is kind of his style.
So we'll see what the woodfall chests are here. Anybody worried about that Romani mask? No? Nobody? Alright, get some peeks here of these chests. This one's big. Can't see the other one. It's brown. Alright, this is Zora. Oh no, that's not brown, it's gold. Alright, woodfall paying out here. So, PFI, definitely on the radar now. The funny hood. Don't need that, but certainly nice to have. This is not faster, is it? Like, if you go for this gilded chest, you probably just go all the way around. I can't imagine going back.
Yeah, me neither. I usually just do the... Yeah. I've practiced this area so many times because dodging these Deku spreads is so weird. Yeah. But yeah, I will usually just do the Deku Flower route.
Maybe if you do the Deku hip loop skip, then it's faster, but I haven't personally timed it, but my usual rule is I just peek the far chest, and if it's brown, then I just go back the other way. Otherwise, if I hookshot it, like, you're already there, you might as well go the full way. I guess you do avoid the dragonflies, but when have they ever been a problem? They're fine, right? Who's scared of a couple dragonflies?
Me when I first started.
Woodfall's kind of a mess. And I mean... Makes me cry playing on VC because it does lag quite a bit, but I'm sure it's the same on certain emulators. Not all of them though. Not all of them. Really makes you think. I love the like brownish red color that Tony's Deku has. Super nice, super fresh color.
It is good color.
I'll probably ask him to airdrop his settings JSON so I can steal it. Yeah, so section going for Deku Playground here. This is interesting, prioritizing this so hard, but I mean, if you got the time of day. Is he going to make this, though? I feel like he's like right at the deadline right now. We'll see. Yeah, and he can't do the day 2 strat.
Yeah, the deadline should be midnight, so...
No, it's like 11:25.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's like really close. Is this how this is not faster, is it? If you land on the ground, this is not going to work. If you land on the ground, you're just going to end the game. Yeah, no, this is not going to work. I think he just realized he messed up. Just go, like if you This works? What? No way this works. I thought if the game ends if you're on the ground.
You have to have gotten out of the Deku Flower first.
Ah.
The timer doesn't start until you trigger the Deku Flower.
But I learned something new today.
Yeah. If the deadline is even if the deadline is 11:25, like you said, he paid before then.
Yeah.
So
that's really smart.
What's set up? That is really smart. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I would prefer to just route this on night 3. If I'm going to do it, like, use that to kill in game time. But I mean, hey, if this works, then it works. It's great.
Indeed.
Okay, the deadline's 11:30. Got it. But unfortunately, Deku Playground didn't end up amassing to anything. Yeah, so Tony pushed to... He's actually ahead on in-game time now, but that might be short-lived because Section's probably pushing to Night 3 right now. Yeah, he's probably doing ranch. I think that's the plan, especially with Bremen. Like, it makes sense to route this in right now. But what's currently on my mind is that PFI Way of the Hero, which obviously you don't have everything to do it right now, but still, it's with that Zora mask, it's going to be on my mind for basically the next until you do it. Basically,
Tony gonna make it to that Zora mask here, which is Deku locked.
Yep. And here's Pete Hat. So maybe Section's planning on doing ranch here as well.
Indeed. The fire arrows were where again?
Fire arrow. It was Dodongo Grotto.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure he'll do it eventually. It's just you don't really need them right now, right? So it's not going to punish him that much. Also, this is rooftop run track here. Pretty nice.
Am I getting too far away from my mic?
You just got really damn close, man. You jump scared me.
Yeah, I can fix that. Is there also there might also be latency issues on Restream as well, I'm seeing. Hopefully those aren't.
Turn down me? Am I loud?
No, I think I just need to get louder.
Okay. I can hear you just fine, bud.
I need to start yelling.
As long as you're not disturbing anyone. You could be the obnoxious commentator who screams for everything.
Yo!
Oh my... Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Oh my god!
All right. Does Section get a 46?
Let's see.
So here's a fun little thing.
Eris, be sure to retime it.
Oh my god. Fun little tidbit while we're waiting here. Yuki's in chat. Got the first ever 45 in Gorman race earlier this week, so that's pretty exciting.
GG.
Yeah, 45.99, which is super cool.
Very nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, Section's music right now is the Among Us song.
Of course it is.
I think my PB is like a 46.38. I think it's a 46.30 something, which is pretty good, but obviously 45 is even cooler. I screamed over a fart. That's fine. We'll hear more of them.
We sure will.
Exterior's also Way of the Hero. The hint was right. Yo, put the log down. Put the log down, guys.
Log down, DSR bot.
All right. So I think Tony's going to be doing lemons here. So, hey, can we switch Wispy real quick to Tony's audio here?
Already done, it looks like.
Nice. Yeah, with both... Sorry, I'm talking over lemons. I'll shut up.
Trying to listen to Lemonsy. Ocean House being dead. Is that our last always hint?
Maybe. I'm not counting. Okay. Unless
I missed one, unless I missed something. I'm having trouble seeing ranch right now still with my latency issues, but I think we're still missing a foolish and a sometimes hint at the...
No, we have both sometimes. It's Midnight Meeting and Gorman.
Gorman, gotcha.
The Foolishes are West Clocktown, Gorman Village Except Song, and Twin Islands.
Okay, so we're done with hints then.
Yep. So, what was I going to say here? With the PFE also being Way of the Hero, I would just rush Pirate's Fortress right now. I wouldn't care. And It was recently discovered that you can get to all of the with just a hook shot. You can peek every single chest in interior. Yeah, who cares?
You can peek every single chest.
Every single chest in Pirate's Fortress interior is peekable with just Zora and hookshot. So I would just go there right now, especially because like you might just get a bow or magic in exterior anyway, and then you have all the checks for interior anyway.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry. You don't even need a hookshot. You just need Zora, and you can peek every single chest in interior. So I'm honestly at this point, I'm full on team. Just go exterior like right away. Peek them all.
I mean, yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Oh, there's Goron. Goron and Ranch Alert. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And he's not even reading the hint. Okay, he has all the hints. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, he's just piecing out. Yeah. There you go. Spec in shambles. It's like, wow, both these guys are routing Ranch. That's weird. That's cringe. No, it's not. You got Goron, baby.
Seedbot demands it.
You know what that means. You know what this means.
What does it mean?
Wait, never mind. No, I'm stupid. Never mind. I was gonna say sound check was in logic, but it's hinted dead.
What, you know what it does mean? Forced day 3 Ranch.
Brew.
Day 3 Ranch skippers lose this seed.
And it looks like Tony is going straight now for this. I agree with this completely. Just going straight. I mean, you don't have a ton left anyway, so just I want to do PF. The only thing that can really bite him now is if there's a letter to Cafe in PF, which would obviously suck. At this point, it feels like Tony is a little bit ahead now in progression, which is really funny because they kind of swapped from earlier. There's a wallet. So that wallet is actually very crucial now because of the well way of the hero, right? We now have access to left well.
Yeah.
All right, can he do the hardest trick in the game? Get out of Biobaba Grotto? Okay, he switched to human. He's fine. Look at that dive. In OT, that might have crashed. I don't know if it does it in MM. Right, yeah, Spec's gonna make it night here. Excuse me, Section. The other Spection.
The other Spection.
Hey, if we do co-op again, Spec and Section could team. That's a fire team name. Although I think Section will probably want to team with Pixel Shake again.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pixel would have some words about that.
Is he? Boo! He's gambling dog race. Boo! Boo! I heavily disagree with gambling dog race. Not in like a strategic sense, but purely a honor sense, right?
Yeah, it's too much of a gamble. You're gambling so much time, so much money.
And if you win a race because you gambled on dog race, I will call you a wiener for the rest of eternity. And there's no punishment greater than that.
Yeah, agreed. I would not want to be called a wiener by you for the rest of eternity.
There's the bow. Sphere 0, available right away. Lamau. So, hey, if anybody goes west early, they don't have to isolate Swamp Archery like these bozos did.
Yeah.
And it looks like... is Gold Dog going to get second? It's looking pretty hairy. It's getting close. Oh my god, he might get it. Yeah, he got it. All right. Oh, he didn't. Okay. He didn't get the... Yeah, you should have gotten 80. I see. I misinterpreted chat. How's it feel? How does it feel, you big wiener? Didn't even get it. You could have gotten it, but you didn't. I love how people. I didn't even realize that, like, if you bet 80, that still gets you the reward. That doesn't even clue in. I mean, it does, but like when you're gambling, I wouldn't even think about that because I never do it. So here's an interesting thing you might not know. Some of you might not know. The dirt patch in the soil patch in Ranch, if you drop bugs in it, then it gives you 20 rupees. And that's interesting because there are bugs right beside the Gossip Stone. So you can get those 20 rupees and the 20 rupees from the pots. And then there also happens to be 2 invisible blue rupees on the fence at the entrance of Ranch. So you can enter Ranch with 0 rupees and still have enough for Dog Race. Of course, that only works if you have Mask of Truth or gamble first place, but still. Yeah, rejecting the fourth. This would have been the perfect seed. You could have one-tripped. You could have one-tripped Pirate's Fortress and gotten eggs cycle 1. It would have been awesome. But you guys are cowards and said no eggs. Who am I kidding? I'm the mod who signed off on the decision to ban eggs. I'm to blame just as much as anybody else. Refresh comms page. Okay.
Oh, trust me, I've been refreshing that comms page.
Spec. Oh my god, I feel so betrayed. I feel so betrayed by Spec right now. Alright, can we talk about exterior for a little bit? I don't like going for the corner chest first. If you have access to sewers, I think it's horrifically inefficient to do sewers this way, or exterior this way. I think you go straight for this chest that Tony's about to open, and then do the log chest, and then do interior, especially because, you know... Oh my god! No way, dude! No way! No way!
Yes way!
We don't know what dog was, because section didn't... Okay, we got another gold chest here, so it might
section lost its gamble. Oh, it's Blast Mask. Yeah, there's our explosive for the day.
That's pretty convincingly the way of the hero, I'd say.
Yeah.
See, because, like, look, now... Yeah, I mean, I don't like this way to route exterior at all. If you don't have Goron, then I get it to go for the corner chest first, but...
Yeah. I understand the concept behind it, but I'm just always too tempted to look at the chest, and if the chest is big, I'm too tempted to go for it. Like, it's just the ADHD, man.
That's true. I agree if you're close to go, if you're, you know, one item from go mode, then you check it first, but that's a very situational thing. And I mean, come on, how often are you going to PF with one item from go mode, am I right? That doesn't happen.
Bottle? It's actually not even going to grab this bottle.
Yeah, we saw that on Tony's side earlier, and he skipped it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a small gold chest in Observatory, so you probably want to wait till next cycle to check that. You know, barring any letter to catastrophes. There's a pun there.
Catastrophes?
Yeah, there it is. I was looking for the pun, and you got it.
That's not the spot to peek from, section. Unless it is, never mind.
Yeah, that's if you have
shut
Zora.
Up now.
You have Zora, that's the spot. If you have human, you have to do it from, or if you don't have Zora, you have to peek it from the other pillar.
Gotcha.
It's true, Wispy. It could be letter to Mama. At this point, though, time of day is going to be a little annoying. Like, I guess you can go north and kill 2 hours for postman. You don't have cafe masks, so that's going to, you know, be an instant rip. It's true. We are getting pretty close to go. We still have the way of the hero. Still have ambiguous way of the hero with the exterior, and then interior we're about to see with the way of the hero as well. So don't have a ton of items left. This could be letter to cafe. No, it's nothing.
Yeah, so both runners now going to have an explosive in this blast mask.
Yep. Nice. You generally want at least one. That was an insane hook shot by Tony there. I did not think that was going to hit.
I didn't think it was either. That's crazy.
Yeah. He's goated. I've always thought of TonyBigBlind as the Tom Brady of insane Pirate's Fortress hook shot angles. I get caught? No, it's fine. Yeah, so far, I'd say the seed is looking jet, for sure. You're still, you know, how many items? You need lights and at most 3 song items. At least 1, but at most 3. So we're getting very close to go, for sure.
It's true.
And no dungeons yet, so you have a lot of time to do that.
Yeah, hey, don't curse it now.
I don't care. I don't believe in luck.
Don't jinx it now.
What do we got here? It's magic. I forgot that's another item we need.
Yeah, it is another item we need. It's so easy to forget when it's not on these ZSR trackers.
Why do we have Bunnyhood but not magic?
I don't know, man.
It's okay, the argument is that it's on screen at all times so you can see it, but you can also see the mask.
Yeah.
You can look at the D-pad. It's the same thing.
Yeah, you can see the masks. Nice Picto box.
Camera. Yeah, that was the only thing we found of value in PFI, so it has to be the WAF.
Yeah, you're correct. But yeah, no, I've said it once, I'll say it again. We should have a bean button. We should have a twin mold logic button, not just an FD button.
DK64 randomizer has a bean button.
We should have a magic button.
Why don't we have a bean
Oh, does
button?
it?
It does. There's a bean in that game, and it's a huge meme. Huge meme.
Yeah, Pictobox is also just a weird item to have on the tracker. It unlocks at most 2 checks, usually only 1.
Nothing looks like there's nothing here in Cirrus.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more likely that Blast Mask is the way of the hero in Pirates Fortress Exterior, but it's not. We don't necessarily need an explosive.
Yeah, it's true
to beat this game. So it could also be Dog Race.
So also importantly, right side well locked by specifically Deku and bombs, not Blast Mask and bombs. Yeah, so can't be for that. We'll have to see what this, I guess, hopefully we'll see Bomber's Chest soon. That'll be the first thing to check, but there's a ton of them.
Yeah. Now, because we have fire arrows to do Mirror Shield Chest, we could skip that bomb bag requirement if we find lights.
Yeah. Dude, I'm going to start a GoFundMe to get TonyBigBlind a tracker on his layout. Come on.
How much you need, buddy? Let's make it happen.
I'll give you $1. Wait, does he just not play with a tracker? Or does he just refuse to put it?
But no, Spec, that's what I'm saying. The fire arrows the fire arrows plus light arrows would allow us to do that. If we didn't have fire arrows, for example, we would still need to use a stick to get Mirror Shield Chest, and we would need that bomb bag then to get the big Poe in order to bring the fire all the way.
He doesn't play with a tracker? And he's this good? Oh my god. Dude, he'd be unstoppable if he played with a tracker. What the hell? I'm gonna scream at him after this race. Oh, maybe not if he loses, I'll leave him alone, but if he wins, I'm gonna be like, bro, what the hell? Large Anthony himself. Alright, you have a million different ways to hit Skull Kid here, so.
Are both of our runners still on first cycle after all that talk of disposing of cycles? Man, this has been a long 45 minutes. I can't even believe it's not. We're not even at the 1 hour mark yet.
But I think they've been playing it mostly correctly. Section a little bit low on in-game time, but doesn't have to worry that much.
Section, preparing to do its usual thing and then ending up extending the cycle just the same.
So likely what we're going to see, at least on Tony's side, is probably go to Goron Village fairly soon. You're going to get 2 songs here. Ideally, you have 2 dungeon songs that you can start to do. But I think at this point, Leftwell is certainly in Logic, right? For both these runners, Leftwell is in Logic. So
yes, because we found a wallet.
Yeah. Maybe you just want to go for that right away and hope that it's the way of the hero.
Yeah, because it won't take that long to do, especially if you're not planning on doing the entire well at once.
Yeah.
You could just bet Leftwell.
All right, gold rupee that we can't use, but the song is important. It's healing. And this is why you check Skull Kid early, because what if the bottleneck's on Kamara?
Yeah.
And yeah, Spec is right. You have to pay attention to songs, and if you could have been in Go mode if you only got dungeon songs, but well, no, you need a don't you need a song item? At least one song item. I guess one of them is going to be light arrows and a song item if you have the two. Yeah. Yeah, no, we start checking for items again instead of blindly rushing moths. I think we're gonna see this year. Unfortunately, okay, never mind. I thought Section was gonna go for the East Clocktown Bomber's Hideout chest. The concern obviously mentioned it. If it's letter to Mama, he doesn't have enough in-game time to check that. But I think both of them are saying that's probably either nothing or it's letter to Cafe.
Section still having not learned, unless I'm mistaken, that Clocktown is foolish.
It's true. He hasn't done Observatory yet, but he's gonna do everything.
Did we not find the duplicate? We didn't.
Nope. It's still out there somewhere.
Yeah. Still not choosing to do it this cycle either.
I think Tony is just gonna go north and get the Goron Village song. Unfortunately, with Twin Islands and Goron Village foolish otherwise. Also, no, he's not. I was gonna say with the Blast Mask, if you're trying to chase that, there's a lot of. Oh yeah, he's getting really unlucky with the arrows, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh my god, bruh. Just recoil flip. I won't tell anyone. I won't narc. yeah, exactly.
All
Spec.
of that as your witness.
This is a glitchless speedrun moment right here. Except usually it's bombs you're looking for.
At least he knows how to manipulate the RNG a little bit with the form.
Yeah, that's well knowledge there. But yeah, I'm thinking, what are the Blast Mask checks you have right now? Because no Twin Islands, no Goron Village, so it's
Cape Grotto.
Cape Grotto.
Graveyard Grotto.
No, Cape Grotto you can get with Goron.
True.
Graveyard Grotto, yes. Path to Snowhead Grotto is one for sure. And then I'm not sure. I'm struggling to think what else right now.
Wasn't there something in Bomber's Hideout?
Yes, the Bomber's Hideout chest as well. You're right. But I think, honestly, if you really want to chase that PFE Way of the Hero right now, you go for bomb checks, and then you just rush to day 3 and check Dog Race.
Yeah. You pick one of those grottos in advance time there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With Twin Islands and Goron Village foolish, except for Song, that's a couple bomb checks that are just out of the question completely. What Section's game? Is this how he does room key? Is this how you do room key? This is so inefficient, man. I mean, I get the logic of ratting time of day, but I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Where was room key?
No, I mean the room key check. So the in reservation.
Oh, the reservation. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's doing right now. All right, if Tony, if his balls are as big as his blind, he'll do Hugo here.
Let's see. Let's find out. Do have fire arrows for it. Sonata though.
Sonata. So now the question comes: Do you go to Graveyard? That bomb locked check,
well,
you know?
Yeah, we have 2 dungeons in Logic at this point.
It's true. That's a good point, Marvo.
That's not true. That's not true. We have inverted ISTT, but not ISTT.
Yeah. That's a good point. If he wants to, he can just go back to Grandma and make it day 3 really quickly here and go for a ranch. That might be a nice routing option. Yeah, I agree with Spec. You check your bombables. I would honestly gamble on Leftwell. That's my personal choice for the seed. And then you just go Woodfall and hope for a good item. And then any dungeons that you have available, you do, because you're gonna get a song from.
That's Moon's Tier.
That's in Logic with the lens. But yeah, I think you just go to Leftwell and then do all available dungeons.
Yeah, I agree. I can't think of a better option than that. Other than potentially just rushing Dog Race and seeing if that's it.
We've discussed this already, but you can't do right well because you don't have. Or you can do right well. Never mind.
Why can you do right well?
Because
we don't have a bomb bag.
You don't need bomb bag for right well. You only need it for mirror shield chest. I think.
Are you sure?
Am I dingus?
I've been over this so many times with my own practice. Yeah, the first door is the big Po door, and that locks both checks. The second door the second door that locks mirror shield chest is the milk door. So you need the bomb bag to get that big Po.
Yeah, but for right well chest, you just need to get the fish and then bugs. So
you left well, you mean?
Or right well. No, right well. You go right, you get the 5 beans, you go to the left door, which is the fish door, and then you get the left door again, which is bugs. So.
No, I think you need to go through one more door to get to that chest. I'm pretty sure. You need to go through the big Po door.
Why do you need to go through the big Po door?
I'm pulling up the map, dude. We're pulling up the receipts. I got it bookmarked because I've been through this so many times.
Either way, while you figure that out, we'll talk about the 2 bomb lock checks we've seen so far are letter to mama and letter to
You're
cafe.
right. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. So we got 2 letters we got to deal with here. So I think Section's just rushing the letter to cafe right away because I mean it is 3 checks and then it does route nicely with Dog Race, but I think Tony's just going for this right away. And I mean,
yeah.
If you're between an item that has 1 check and an item that locks several checks that are available, then I think going for Dog Race now is fine.
Yeah, for sure. Meanwhile, chess minigame rearing its ugly head. It's actually getting an easy clip.
Easy.
And rewarded with a heart container.
Very, very nice chess minigame there. Spec said bait instead of bait, and I thought the I was in lowercase l, and I thought he said letter to cafe's bald. I thought he was saying the bald is bad, which is very funny. I'm here for it. As a currently balding man, I approve.
Yeah, I'm gonna go bald by the time I figure out how well works.
True. It takes a while. If this Dog Race is the truth, then that's a massive mistake on Section. I mean, he gambled and he could have gotten it if he had enough rupees. So, kind of sucks if this is it. But if it's nothing, then and never punished, I guess. Yeah, what kind of idiot would have blue long hair? A lot of people will do that. Oh, he's going for Observatory, finally. 56-minute Observatory. Lamau. What's on Dog Race?
Oh!
Lol. So what? Now you go for Graveyard for sure.
Possibly the way of the hero. Bombs could be totally dead. That letter to cafe could be totally dead.
True. Don't store Song of Time. It's true. Oh, he's just peeking the day 3 chest. I guess if you're on day 3 and you didn't look at it already. This is a double time. What's the plan here? Oh, letter to mama. He's checking letter to mama, I guess. And then you route time of day. Because as good as Captain's Hat is, it could still be bait. So I think he's trying to play it extremely safe here and check this letter to mama before he reset and not reset it away. I think this is fine, and you can use the in-game time of hitting Icona Owl.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Listen, Spec, we're all here. You know, we always love a good upset, unless it's me, in which case I get mad. But we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. Again, Captain's Hat, really good. Could be completely bait. Very unlikely. Could be bait. Dude, C-Bot loves doing this sort of thing, though. Don't you worry. There's tons of stuff which is like this. Clearly, this is the Wath, and then you just get owned by, full committing to it.
C-Bot is a prankster. This season especially. Alright, so we're going to see Letter to Cafe here. Pretty understandably.
We'll see how this plays out. This could be a very pivotal moment for the race here, depending on what's on this letter to cafe. See that. Okay, I'm not gonna sing it. Nobody wants to hear that. Who are the anime characters on Section's layout? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
I'm not a weeb. I'm sorry.
The restream can't see it because it'll be cropped out. Unless it's not.
Has he still not done? Okay, I guess now at this point he has the West Clock down foolish, but he skipped sword school for a long ass time.
Yeah.
Threw the bubbles in the worst spot. What's he doing back there?
Yeah.
He's having a party. What is he doing?
He's not even.
That's so fucking funny. Just having his own private rock party. I've never seen the bubble do that before.
Yeah, that's crazy. Just like not even aggroing at all.
I'm sure Section will do Dodongo Grotto when he goes north. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
All right, what's the first item on Letter to Cafe?
Yeah, he's finally done his novel.
We're gonna see Shiro from Tony.
Mm-hmm. That's just, you know, efficient routing.
Yeah.
Making sure you don't isolate this.
Oh, All Night Mask. That's fun. What does Section want to do in between Letter to Cafe checks here?
I don't know.
Well, in the meantime, happy 1 hour, everybody. I hope everybody's enjoying today's nail-biting round 2 race between Section and TonyBigBlind. Today's race is brought to you by our lovely restreamer Wispy, who also rolled today's seed. Tracking items today are Wispy again and Saberstorm. My name is Neuronomicon, and my cohort in the booth is the legendary Vidya James.
Hello. 1 hour in, I'd say there's a small advantage on Tony's side. He's ahead of progression. Seems to be in a better position in terms of overall, you know, watts cleared. But you know, with the ways of the hero still being quite ambiguous. Is he going for left? Well, oh my god, what a Chad! What a Chad!
What a Chad!
And yeah, again, I would say there's a small advantage here. Section's doing this with bubbles. Does he? What? Did he not know you can do this with bow? I mean, this is really good for this. This is really hard.
I mean, if you're on Restream and you know you can do it, you know you flex.
My man's flexing here.
Yeah, he did it pretty fast. Only missed one target. I'd say that's pretty good.
Huge.
Not going to get rewarded though.
Yeah. Lamau minigames.
Lamau just walks quietly behind him. Just do the dongos.
He hasn't gone north yet, so I think he's just waiting to route that in.
Yeah.
This is I have not seen a player of this caliber be this aggressive with, you know, the way they skip things since Bro Tinder Dose.
Yeah.
That guy's a lunatic.
Speaking of Broat, how did that race ping go?
Eris is a jerk. She said she would race just to spite me. Just to spite me.
Wow. Well, GLHF Eris.
Bro Tinder, that guy's a lunatic. I love him, but he's a lunatic. Can't even see the Curiosity Shop guy. The Goron's too big.
We're gonna find a bow on Letter to Cafe and a heart piece.
All right, Letter to Cafe is garbage as usual. Love to see that. All right, Tony's off to left well, and then hopefully a reset to check Captain's Hat. He might just not even bother with Letter to Cafe. Like, he hasn't found it, right? So maybe he'll just go straight for Captain's Hat and then move on. The W song.
Did Tony get beans? Is he planning on doing that first check-in right well?
I don't think he's doing right well. He didn't get beans.
Doesn't look like it. Probably hoping for those light arrows.
Dude, just get the fish
right here.
All right, I'm gonna give you guys a hot tip here for getting the water here in this. Just go to the back left corner. The back left corner is safe from the fish. Just go to that corner, and then you're fine.
I've even gone the front left corner. The front left corner has been working for me also.
Yeah, I agree. Routing in beans when you're just trying to kill time here and then check Captain's Hat, I think just doing left well is the play. Because, like, you're never going to have a better time to get a blue potion, so I think this is just, you know, a quick do this, and then maybe go do Captain's Hat and then check right well if you have nothing better to do at this point.
Don't forget the bug.
You forgot the bug. Section's going to Graveyard.
Yeah.
Chasing, because he doesn't know about Captain's Hat, so he's still chasing Blast Mask. Getting 2 bugs? Yeah. Is he planning Is he planning alright? Is this the plan?
Is he expecting light arrows or something like that?
I don't know. Nothing on Kita.
Imagine, though, if Section had won that dog race.
I know, right? This would be play out completely differently. Alright, here's another bomb lock check.
Wallet!
That is completely useless.
Pretty much.
And it's not left well. Maybe he is going to buy beans. I mean, that invert suggested... Or wait, was it Section who inverted or Tony?
Yep,
I think it was
going
Tony.
To swamp. Going to swamp. That's a bean.
Fine. Fine, I guess.
You're nervous about it. You're worried that well is locking itself.
Yeah, it's true. We'll have to see here how it plays out. So far, nothing to suggest that anything can be really blown by Tony. He's going to one-trip Graveyard, which would be very nice.
That's true.
If he does let her to Cafe, I mean, he's not going to be punished for skipping it right now. So either way, at most, it's just going to put him more on track with Section.
Only he's going to have to re-grab it, right? Because he found it earlier in Bomber's hideout chest.
Does he have it? I didn't see him in his inventory.
I think we saw both runners grab it. I knew about it already when I saw it on Section's side, so he must have. Unless there was a weird stream thing that happened, which there might have been, because the stream's been weird today. But I think he has it.
Interesting point by Spec in that if you check Letter Mama first, it could be a bomb bag, and then you just, if it's not, then you just reset at a well. I mean, you probably reset at a well either way. But if it is a bomb bag, then you're able to check that like immediately, basically. So
that is true. Chat's saying that Section did get it twice.
Okay. Well, yeah, because he got it on day 3 and then he reset and got it again.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
All right. So here is right well. We'll have to see. Are we going to have to hunt for a bomb bag or light arrows already? Even so, once we find what this well way the hero is, we're still going to be hunting for either lights or another song item at the very least. And then Captain's Hat, hopefully you get a dungeon song off that, and then I think you're going to be in a great position to just run through a bunch of dungeons all at once you get all this preliminary stuff out of the way. In fact, Snowhead, and I would argue if you have Snowhead, even GBT and Woodfall, I would argue that you just do those before you commit to, you know, any sort of mirror shield shenanigans. If you're still hunting for a bomb bag.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right. What's the chest?
We get a big chest here. Oh, boy. It's mirror shield.
Can't do that right now. That's not what we wanted to see from Well, but I mean, we'll have to see how the dungeons play out at this point.
Yeah.
I would have loved a light arrow here.
Yeah. We can confirm, however, that Ego's his way to hero, which nerfs Graveyard a little bit. Tony might still be going to do it, though.
Imagine you just... I mean, you can't do... No. Just checking this first. Just a red potion.
Yo, we got so many bottles here. We can't even give them away.
I agree. Ideally, you just have like 30 plus minutes of no brain, just do dungeons mode at this point. He might still check that Bomber's Hideout chest and get that letter to Cafe, but I don't think you just commit to that right now with everything you have. You already have, like, once you check Graveyard, you confirm the PFE, Way of the Hero, and then you just do progress. And yeah, it looks like he's soaring immediately for Graveyard. I'd have to imagine this is what that is.
All right, Wispy, I'll refresh one more time just for you.
What's that?
Apparently, I'm ahead of the restream.
Okay. I've never seen this setup for in down, but it looks like it works. Yeah, I'd say Tony's in a very good position here. Section is going to get his Mirror Shield fairly soon, but he's still missing. Like, he still has to go to the north, which is something Tony's already done. So it feels like Tony's just hard ahead on progression at this point. And, you know, the no Captain's Hat thing. Obviously, Section is going to eventually go back for Dog Race. But I have to wonder if, like, maybe Section, because of that failed Dog Race earlier, feels it's very inefficient. So the only thing... He
is on day 3 at the moment, so...
It's true, so he might go for it.
Might be now or never. Oh, wait, no, that's night 3.
Yeah, he can't do it this cycle.
I saw the little sun, and I thought it was...
The only thing that can really save Section here is, like, an errant Keg in Woodfall Temple or something that forces him to go back to Ranch.
Indeed. Same Keg would encourage Keg Egos.
So...
Find lights.
Let's talk about the song. So, 3 of the songs, there's a 75% chance here that Captain's Hat is Way of the Hero. If it's Storms, then you probably go check Pamela right away. Otherwise, it confirms that unless there's also an item. There could also be an item in Grave. But otherwise, then Blast Mask is Way of Hero for sure. And then you're probably hunting for, like, Cafe Mask to trade in Letter to Mama, right? I'd have to imagine that's the most likely path. I don't know what else. Like, what in Dungeons is, like, hard locked by bombs at this point? It's not much. I guess there's one or two chests in Stone Tower that for sure could be it. The map chest and the small key right beside it, right?
Yeah, those were the chests I was thinking of. I can't really think of anything else besides... Maybe no, because like the Snowhead stuff is not really hard locked. It sucks to get, but it's not really hard locked by bombs. Yeah,
you have fire arrows, so we probably don't need to think about it too much. Once we see the song, we'll probably know for sure. Again, 75% chance this is not Storms, so
yeah.
Also, yeah, Section has to do well here with without fire arrows, which is another big time loss.
That's true.
Yeah, Spec, you're totally right. The play is Pamela into STT. I mean, Tony hasn't done Letter to Cafe yet.
It's just live.
All right, go do your dungeons, clear out Graveyard, and get dungeon moding. Probably Oath is, Nova, and then you're in an Oath/Lights hunt, which is very fun. Captain's Hat logic for Big Po. Why isn't that a lot? That is really funny, actually. That would be a very funny edge case. Can we talk to Zoe? Can we get that added in? That's hype.
I'm actually very surprised to learn that isn't a thing. Because, yeah, to get the Big Po off Dampe is certainly possible.
Tony's going to need to do... I don't know why... Okay, I think he forgot that he equipped Blast Mask, but he's going to have to wait here now. Unless... Does this reset the timer for Blast Mask? I don't think it does.
Voiding out? Yes, it does.
Okay, wow.
I was experimenting with, like, day two Grave stuff regarding Blast Mask, and yeah, I figured that out.
Ooh, unfortunate. Yeah, I would say Tony's ahead at this point. Section still has to go north, so he's got some catching up to do, and he also has not indicated that he's going for Dog Race anytime soon, so... That's all. That's a good point as well. Tony is not going to be able to sort him out in here because the emulator will crash. It looks like he's playing on PJ64. So... Also, I think we kind of glossed over it, but this is another bomb lock check. This Grave 2 thing, so you definitely want to go for this, yeah. Even though we've confirmed that Mask of Truth is the way of the hero.
This is locked by both bombs and Captain's Hat. So
yeah, I always pause buffer this. Okay,
yeah,
he's fine. Yeah.
Not even sure how to do it without pause buffering it.
Should be fine here, as long as he doesn't get hit by the Skulltula, or shields his next blast, and doesn't get hit by the Iron Knuckle at all. But he has GFS, so he should be fine. There's also a heart here, so hopefully he'll be okay.
Heart's not gonna matter against Iron Knuckle.
Section's just raw going for Stone Tower Temple. That's pretty hype.
That is hype.
Aside from the fact that he's going, you know, about as far away from his Captain's Hat as he could possibly be. Or is he just soaring out?
Oh my god, my heart just fluttered for a second with that timing of that
pretty
second
sketchy.
hit.
Alright, it's nothing. Alright, go do your donjon. Don't sort of Mountain Village, do Woodfall first.
Don't sort of Mountain Village. Oh!
Okay, he had the owl, that's good. That's I mean, you had to route in Letter to Mama earlier, so you're gonna have this owl available, so it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's true, he didn't do blind dog race. This guy's a lie. Big blind, that's a poker thing, right? That's the origin of that.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Big Blind is a poker thing. Who knows? Maybe his name's not even Tony. Maybe it's like some sort of referee. Oh, he's chasing. Yeah, that's a good point, Morvo. He's chasing Mir. Who knows? This could work out if Stone Tower's the play. I don't think Tony's going for it for at least another 2 dungeons. He fortunately messed up the ramp into Snowhead, but minor time loss. Should be fine still. Yeah, you know, we could be full casino mode here, and then Stone Tower is just randomly the right play. But I think Tony's still in a much better position here, especially with no fire arrows. Still hasn't even indicated of going north, so it's hard to imagine how this will play out. Drew, you said the C word and didn't realize that we'd be immediately start talking about it. Come on.
Now, is there a chance of this big chest mattering here in Death Armos Maze?
It depends on where Storms is. If Storms is on Ranch, then it's no problem at all, because that is locked by light arrows, but that's basically the only thing that locks it. So as soon as we confirm that, you know, we have all our songs, which once we have either keg or light arrows, we can do. There's a bomb bag, by the way. Important, that is not locked by Blast Mask. So that just kind of double confirms that Blast Mask is not any sort of significance.
Yeah, it's the Mask of Truth for Captain's Hat.
Whoa, the C-up gainer. Yo, that was so hype.
Ooh, very nice.
Gucci gang. And another big chest here.
Every
Nice.
single bomb bag in Snowhead. Pause champ.
Imagine. That's certainly a bruh moment. Got a big chest here in Stone Tower Temple. There's Couples Mask. We'll have to see how that plays out.
Couples bait.
There's another dude. Third bomb bag? Please tell me this is the third bomb bag. That'd be so funny.
Please.
No. Froggers.
Yo, Froggers.
Hey man, don't be teasing my friend Fart to table here. The valued member of the community. Oh,
Cafe
nice
mask.
cafe
There
mask.
is that cafe mask.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. For the record, Fart at the Table is Painapple's significant other / shoulder to cry on when he loses at the casino. The MMR casino. It's just general, like, you know. Everybody needs someone like Fart at the Table, let me tell you. I know, it's just a very, very funny Twitch username. Oh, thank you. I'm a piece of shit. It's the best possible response you could have gotten. Three people, yeah. BC Guppy is your personal, you know, brick wall you can just info dump, and then he'll judge you for not being goated like he is. My shoulder to cry on is my weed pipe. That's all I have. I'm just kidding. I have a wife who loves me very much, but does not follow MMR at all. Yeah, dude, Colin doesn't care. I was like, you don't have food? Okay, I'm gonna run away now. I'm a rabbit. It's your legal government name. Right, so Tony wrapping up Snowhead Temple here. Not finding anything too significant right now. We'll have to see how Section fares with this Stone Tower Temple play, but I have to imagine at this point, Springtime or Woodfall is probably where the light arrows lie. Not a ton left. We do have Madame Aroma and Bar with that cafe mask. That's like the only thing I can really think of right now.
We also found Couples Mask in here.
That's true. Yeah, so there's a couple of interspersed items here. And it seems like
and showing us that they're gonna go straight for him.
Yep.
Hard betting on Mirror Shield.
At this point, you kind of have to, like, in Section's position, like, that's pretty much their only chance of making a comeback here, just because of how far ahead Tony is on progression. We'll have to see how this plays out. What else is there? There's All Night Mask, which I think only Tony has. No, I think Section... Did Section do Shiro? I didn't see.
I don't remember if Section did Shiro.
Yeah. That might be... Well, Section has... Oh my god, Section doesn't know that Midnight Meeting is foolish. He never checked the... And beyond that, we also have Swamp Archery. Swamp Archery could be this just, like, giant needle in the haystack for both of these players.
Indeed.
Yeah, so otherwise, I mean, Section's going to waste time here. He's going to have to kill time for Midnight Meeting. Which further pushes him away from Dog Race, which he needs to do. So, yeah, it's going to be quite unfortunate. But yeah, there's Swamp Archery, and then each of them has 2 checks in Clocktown that the other one doesn't have access to right now. Section with Couples Mask and Letter to Mama, Aroma, and Bar. While Tony just has the 2 all-night mask checks that he can do whenever he feels like it.
Clean goat kill from Tony.
Hey man, it was Town Archery that I skipped. I did Swamp Archery. Leave me alone. If you're gonna chirp, at least chirp correctly, man. Come on. Come on. When did I say I dislike Swamp Archery? What the hell? I'm getting owned here.
Swamp Archery is the better one.
It's true. They haven't done town archery. Thank you. Spec with the correct roast there. There's Storms. All right, so we need Keg. We need to find Keg.
Nice double magic on Couples Mass.
Yeah. Season 1. The Season 1 meme was me just playing like an idiot because I was new. Oh, come on. You can get this chest.
Yeah. And that was indeed Storms on Blue Warp, so chat is screaming for Pamela.
Of course. Immediately.
Immediately.
Oh, Smithy won. Oh, Tony, check it. Yeah, he's going for it. And his time of day is really nice for it, too. And I mean, while we're at it, Smithy, too, we have the gold dust. Hey, Section's finally getting his fire.
Do we have it in our possession? Do we have to re-get it? I mean, it was pretty easy, right? It was just in Tournament of Field Grotto, right?
Field Grotto, yeah. Wasn't even trying to roast them. I love you, Drew. I'm sorry. I just always assume you're trying to say some sort of joking roast at me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you do that sometimes.
All right, Section, enjoy these.
There you go. Yeah, well, I guess that's why you play Uter. Makes sense. I tell you something tragic. Drew and I were planning to reunite ourselves for the Uter co-op tournament, and then they announced that that's getting put on hold in multi-world instead, so
no.
I guess I gotta go wake the sleeping giant in check raise and reunite the highest Gorons.
Ooh, that's exciting. All right, Darmani check here.
What do you got for us, Mr. Goron Man? Hey,
you just got beaned. Tag your friends to totally bean them.
This is his dying wish is to bean all his friends.
So if Section doesn't know that Midnight Meeting is foolish, why did he just skip that hint in Path to Mountain Village?
Interesting point. Maybe he feels behind, but I mean, I don't think you skip hints when you feel behind.
No, that's not a reason to skip hints.
No. What's the plan here, Tony? Oh, is he checking? He's getting gold dust. No? Oh, Kamaro. I didn't realize this is available right now. Okay. Yeah, time of day landed perfectly for this.
Pro tip, you don't actually have to go into the rock circle.
Yeah, you just need to get close enough that you hear the jingle.
Yeah, nice FD grab.
FD at like an hour 26.
Yeah.
You do not have to go into the rock circle. You can be outside as long as you hear the jingle. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying, how dare you? Does he not know Goron Village is foolish?
I don't know what he knows at this point. I can't read this tracker.
Yeah, it's quite small. Tracker for ants.
What is this, a tracker for ants?
It's a tiny little piece of paper. Tiny little piece of paper with the answers to yesterday's quiz.
He's got that marked. He might have just looked at it. There's your Sonata, buddy.
Yeah. Lamau. Alright, we're going to be 2 items from Go mode. We'll see what Woodfall. I have to imagine at least one of them is here in Woodfall. Oh, here's something. Yeah, this could bite Tony in the ass for sure.
Probably looking to route both Smithies and Hugo in one go. Possibly also Darmani.
True.
Doesn't have Lullaby yet. Doesn't know where it is.
Wonder if he's just said, like, if it's dog archery, I lose, so I'm not even going to waste my time with it. Or if he's just deleted it from his brain.
Maybe. Dog archery would be pretty interesting.
True. Sorry, did you say dog archery?
I said it because you said it.
I
said dog archery.
Dog race. Excuse me. Gotta put down the Benjamin Franklin. You know what I mean?
But what are you doing? Are you shooting dogs in a barrel? Or are you riding a dog?
I don't even know, dude. That'd be hype. You see
Minish
the
cap
new
crossover. You shrink down. You ride a dog.
no. You see that the new Mario Wonder trailer? You turn into an elephant. You can ride Yoshi, and Yoshi just gets crushed.
I didn't see that. No,
That's very funny.
That is so funny.
Okay.
Tony not finding anything so far in Woodfall.
Anyway, you'll have to see. This is the room of many items.
It's true. Oh, missing that bomb. Hugo is nothing.
Big chest here.
Okay.
Lol.
Have some time loss.
Yeah. So with the Hugo being nothing there, that I think is one of the few things that could really go against Tony's favor here. So that's, you know, if you're a fan of Mr. Large Anthony here, you will be pogging over that Hugo.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, Wispy. Put Bomber's Notebook on the tracker. Just for the memes.
Hey, we have... Oh yeah, that I forgot about that Moonsteer, man. That could be annoying.
That's completely available.
Yeah.
Alright, I will be back in like 5 seconds.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Another thing, Mirror Shield chest is now in logic with those bomb bag. That's another thing that might be annoying if we have to triple dip a well, but we'll see how that plays out. That letter to Mama might push Section to day 3. Again, he needs to go to day 3 for dog race for sure. So if he wants to route in, like maybe save scum, check Lady Aroma and Bar, and then go do dog race while he waits for Postman, that would be excellent time of day routing and certainly put him back in a position to pull back this seed in his favor. Oh my god, hold on. I just realized, do I have soundboard access? I don't. Okay, that's very smart that the soundboard is disabled for the CSR Discord. That would be...
Yeah, I was thinking
awful.
about that last night. I was like, wait, we could have like so many sounds to work with.
I'm so glad Trez turned that off. That would be chaos.
It would be content, is what it would be.
It would be. I mean, I could change my audio source. I'm not going to, but I could. It's true. All of this is happening because Section didn't argue. Oh, he's trying to do the spec strat here. Unfortunately, didn't quick draw the bow properly.
What was on Midnight Meeting again?
Still got it. Midnight Meeting was just a red rupee, I think. Easy.
Nothing on bow chest.
There's no need to quick draw. You just go in. Okay, good to know. I think that jump might have been errant there, but he can get back up in many different ways.
Yeah. Trying to decide which way. That's the time loss.
Yeah, if this Woofall doesn't play out, then like, what do you do? I'd have to imagine like, what's left? There's still a bit. There's, you know, we haven't seen Smithy yet. Either Smithies.
We have not seen Cape or Hall. That's true.
Oh my god, we not gone to Cape at all? What the hell, man? I think that's immediately what Tony should do right after this. That's whack. Okay, here's Swamp Shooting Gallery on Section side. This is another thing that could definitely pull the race back in Section's favor.
Tingle, tingle, tingle. No? What's happening here?
He's already checked it.
Oh, he's already checked tingle?
Yeah, it's Bremen and FD. He's not doing swamp archery. What the hell?
I'm talking about picture of Tingle. Picture of Tingle.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. And we definitely got a little debated here. Oh, he's just going
dust,
raw
gold,
for
dust, gold.
Why did you
dust.
soar to? Okay, because he needed advanced time. I'd have to imagine soaring to clock down first is faster here.
Yeah, but I mean, for the in-game time, you could still use this grotto. So yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. What is that? Is that room key?
Do the thing you think of because it's faster than thinking.
Room key. That, if you get gold dust right now, you can route that in with all night mask super efficiently.
That's true.
No, we already have Mountain Deed. Mountain Deed is the East Clocktown chest. They can get that whenever they want. There's not too much left, but there's still a couple things I think that could definitely own Tony. The Cafe Mask, definitely one of them for Aroma and Bar. Swamp Shooting Gallery, depending on what section chooses to do it. Could be something that he orphans for quite a long time.
Indeed. No one's done Pinnacle Rock either, Marvel.
Yep. Right, so what's the play here? Is he going to just check Raw Room Key and All Night Mask? Or, I mean, he can't. He still needs to check Smithy 1. I don't know what the plan is here. Drawing money. All of it. He is doing minigames. Oh boy. I mean, hey, we haven't seen Town Archer yet either, so. Oh, Smithy 2 dead? Okay. Oh, check the room key. It's true. Kate Paul is literal progression here. The smart thing to do, but he's probably worried. He's put this off long enough. He's like, oh, I should probably check this just in case it's just immediately here and section could be close to done at this point.
We have already seen this Goron chess mini game. It is just a heart container.
Yeah.
Man,
this
mini game was really nice to both runners.
Did anyone hear that sound effect for the heart container? The freaking iPhone marimba. That's so fucking funny. All right, we have a save scum here. I assume this is section save scumming letter to Mama. Yeah.
Yes. Already equipped Cafe Mask.
Nothing on room key. It's true. The shop owner's definitely the type of person to just be like texting while you're doing the game. Yeah? Oh, you won? Okay, good job. All right, here's something that definitely could swing this race back.
Nope.
Things going bad to worse for sections. STT not working out at all. And now it's just a matter of how soon does section... I mean, he's going to get Captain's Hat, but he still has all of Snowhead, all of Woodfall to do. And then if Tony still hasn't found the progression at that point, then maybe this will play out for section's favor. But I have to imagine this is just
Postman's Freedom.
Yeah, Postman's Freedom was just a red potion bottle.
Right. More bottles.
One more. Tony, there's one more. Don't put the controller down yet. Yeah, definitely more of a Shaquille O'Neal kind of bombskit ball.
I think you might be right about section just hard skipping dog race.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I do agree with that sort of line of thinking, as awful as it is. The issue being, I think what he's done is just basically said, okay, the Blast Mask probably locks something somewhere down the line, so I can just continue to play the seed and hope that it eventually plays out in my favor. Especially with him, doing Postman Freedom right now. Is like, this is Blast Mask walked, so at least in his mind it's Blast, right? So, but eventually he's got a clue in that, like, hey, Blast Mask didn't give me anything, so I'm gonna have to go do it. Like, I'm forced to do it. And then he just has to hope that Light Arrow's in such a bad location that both of them are last locationing it. The problem is it feels like Tony's just so ahead that he's going to get to the last location before Section does.
Yeah, I think the longer Section avoids Dog Race, I think the more that you're just correct about that.
Yeah, so I mean, the West, except for like the Sphere Zero, Coast Checks, and PFI, is like completely open. I have to imagine that's kind of where Tony needs to go next, but it's hard to imagine.
Yeah. One thing that Blast Mask is getting Section, though, is these sick recoils in SDT and now in Woodfall Temple as well.
Okay, cool. I'm definitely not skilled enough to do those unbuffered, man.
Yeah. I was lucky enough to get the timing down pretty well. I just haven't really applied it to nearly as many locations as Section clearly has. I've only practiced the important ones like the STT and the GBT.
I will tell you though, I can do unbuffered gainers that aren't C-up gainers, so I'm not doing those. But I mean, the C-up gainers look hype as fuck, so I can't fault them for going for it. You're just going for maximum stream entertainment, then yeah, do the C-up gainers.
Absolutely.
I have to imagine Tony's trying to route Smithy with All Night Mask at this point. If he soars to Mountain Village, and then hopefully soars back and does All Night Mask. Yeah, so C-up gainers, I mean, that's just another word for it, is just a twisted backflip. What's the plan here? Meekow, what's going on in your little brain there, Tony?
Probably just routing in Cape with this.
Yeah, I mean, we've been screaming at him to do Cape. It's just, I thought the plan would have been to just go for Smithy 1 and All Night Mask, because like he's going to miss out on that this cycle if he delays much further.
Did Tony already do Smithy 1, or am I confused?
He hasn't. He spent the money. He hasn't gone back and checked it yet because he's waiting. He was waiting to get Gold Dust so he could do it in one trip.
Which he does have now, so all he has to do is go back.
Yep. I don't know if you go for Ocean Spider House Chest over Cape here if you're in this position. Like, you have nothing pushing you towards it. The Goron Lullaby is locked by Captain Sat, so that's all good. I just can't see.
I've started Omega buffering again, so luckily nothing important is going on.
Oh man, are we gonna have to? Can we get a speed up for this cutscene, please? Zoe.
There already is a speed up.
Oh, it is? Is it coming at 116?
It's just still not. Well, the one that's here is technically a little bit of a speed up, but there could be more of a speed up.
Dude, season 1 video
I missed what the item was.
It was a blue rupee.
Okay.
I'm telling you, man. Season 1 video James, very much. We need to keep all cutscenes in. You know, route the cutscenes in efficiently. Nowadays, I'm just like, dude, can we get speed ups for like everything, please? I don't want to waste my time. Just delete the check, says Phase. Season 1 champion Phase says delete me, cow.
Section finally completing the first dungeon. Rewarded with storms and room key.
We'll be phoning the Pambulance. iPhone check once again. You don't need to get rid of foliage. Ooh, double golds and cape ledges. Yeah, press 1 if you're an iPhone user, and that actually like trips you up. I'm definitely pressing 2. Two for Android.
Yeah, it doesn't sound. It's not quite the exact same sound.
Oh my god, there's no iPhone users in chat. It's all Edge. That's really funny. Do we not have a single iPhone user in chat?
I'm a former iPhone user.
Okay, you're convert.
I'm a refugee.
Ah, it's lights. It's just Kate. Progression.
Right.
Progression
Just
wins
Kate.
again.
Now the question is, do we just GG on Egos, or do we need this keg?
So here's the thing. It depends. If Oaf is on Egos, then I think you go for Inverted Stone Tower first. Because then you're guaranteed to have GBT for your Night 3 killing time of day, right? If it's New Wave Bossa Nova, I think you... Oh, geez, that's so tough. Like, you have to pick one of Stone Tower, Temple, and GBT, but, like, you want to do both of them, right? So, like...
That's right. We do need the keg, because there's two song checks left. There's 2 songs we need.
Yeah, you definitely need keg, for sure.
Yeah. So it's just a question of, are we going to have GBT matter in terms of where this keg could be or not?
The argument for GBT, this could just be keg right here, couldn't it? Just go cape. Lol. Go cape. Nope. Useless pig.
Useless pig.
The argument for GBT is that if you skip work, then getting the rest of the checks in GBT is like 5 seconds. It's like so on the way of the rest of your normal dungeon execution that like there's no reason not to do it. The argument for STT, on the other hand, is that it's a million checks. And it is significantly later in logic, which makes it less likely. Like, we haven't seen STT nearly as much as we had in previous seasons, especially with the removal of chest fairies, but it's in terms of sheer density, I think it's still a valid play. Yeah, we're going to see Hall here. Hall completed. This is just looking more and more hopeless for Section, especially with that reset. Not even thinking about Dog Race at this point.
Nope.
Postman's Hat, the best mask in the game. Now, Light Arrows also is just like very nice for... Is that... Could you have done right well? You could have done right well with Light Arrows, right? Like, there was nothing stopping you from doing that.
Yeah, with logically, yeah, with them being so available, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there was nothing pointing you towards Cape, though, so...
No.
So this land title lead is interesting, too. This is likely going to push Tony in the direction of both Pictobox and Swamp Shooting Gallery, which we still haven't seen on either side. So it might be a nice little way to route in a couple stuff you missed there. Oh yeah, Moonsteer Section's also going for that right now. We'll have to see. Could happen that Tony just raw forgets about it. Oh yeah, that's true. He beat Woodfall, so he can't check Picto. Yeah, that sucks. That's unfortunate routing there, but
yeah,
you have to choose between orphaning Pictobox for another cycle and doing Woodfall. The choice is obvious, right? Yeah, I still agree. Like, the D trade is going to put him back towards Swamp Archery, so still works out quite nicely. Not even. I think this right here, this Moonsteer is like probably one of the last things that can really, swing the race back in Section's favor.
Yeah, the only thing it could be at this point is Keg, and the only thing that Keg could lead to really is just a reroute of Dog Race.
Yeah. I think Tony wants to check the song here first. Shrine is available, but I'd have to imagine you do STT first. But with this, you probably want to check the Ego song and then also check Mirror Shield Chest. I don't know if Tony's going to do that, but I would definitely get Egos first and then check those two. Oh boy, Pinnacle Rock.
Here we go.
This could be interesting. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this plays out. It's very interesting that Section right now is going for some of the only things that could really, you know, really swing the race back, right? Like at this point, if Keg is here, that could be very, very long before Tony goes for it. So definitely something to keep in mind here. It's like this and Moonsteer, like the two big ones, I'd have to say. Because like he has the land title deed, he's going to go for Swamp Archery. It's actually not even peeking the chest here, he's just going to kill the eel first.
Yeah, sometimes you mess up the swim angle and you don't have really any other faster way to set it up other than just killing it.
All right, no Pinnacle Rock, unfortunate for Section here. Yeah, Oaf is definitely ideal here. It is. Okay, so no GBT. Right. The play is obvious. Go for Stone Tower Temple. We know that we know that regular Stone Tower Temple is fine. Like, there's nothing there. Very good on Tony here if he goes for... Yeah, I love that he's doing this. This is just, like, there's no reason not to do this right now. Yeah, don't burn your magic, for sure. Tony did hand in the Mountain Deed. It was nothing. Is Section going for Dog Race finally?
That might be what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's not totally down for the count. Still massively behind, but I've seen harder comebacks for sure.
I do wonder what drives the decision to go here before Cape, though. Just finally being tired of waiting for it. Wanting to be done, worrying about in-game time, perhaps.
Yeah, probably. Does Tony have a bean?
It's a good question.
And is he going to check Pamela and Pohut before clearing Stone Tower Temple? Oh, come on. This isn't that hard. There you go, champ.
Yeah, I'm not totally solid on why I've gotten lucky with these Gibdos for a while.
Just your overworld routing is what really matters.
I'm just talking about. I'm talking about the Gibdos in Upper Canyon, like not freezing me when I walk by, or when I roll by specifically.
It depends on like your pathing through that section of canyon, is what it is. So maybe your whatever route you learn and whatever muscle memory you have just happens to work well with the Gibdos.
Maybe.
Yeah, so Tony is skipping Pamela and Pohut. Likely after he checks Gold Dust, he's going to have to be forced into a reset sooner rather than later. So hopefully he can just reset check those and, you know, maybe route that in with Shrine or something. But right now, I think he's just doing... Well, I agree, just raw rushing progression right now is the play for him.
Meanwhile, Section getting a chance at redemption here with this Captain's Hat.
Yeah.
All he needs to do is go Cape and find those light arrows, and we'll have
back in it. Yep. Gonna have to do Snowhead, but oh, did he not check Moonsteer? I think he just reset away Moonsteer. Yeah.
That is true.
All right, that's very unfortunate. All right, Tony, are you a bad enough gamer to do ISTT first? Yeah, you are. Hell yeah. Let's go. I remember in Blitz, it was like a huge debate over which one is better.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think at S4 the answer is extremely obvious, but
yeah, and with all those chest fairies too, it really depended on like which. Yeah. Like in our round one race, it really depends on the strats for like being able to do things out of logic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true. That's a good point, Pineapple. We did see a big... I mean, Tony doesn't know that, but the Elegy Maze chest is big, so that could definitely... Could be it. Could be the answer. Stone Tower's got one big chest. Nope.
Go mode. Barbie mask.
Barbie mask? So if that's Barbie, what's Oppenheimer? Is that Blast Mask?
Probably.
I guess it is.
No. The keg, right?
Oh, true. I mean, it's not a mask, but still. There's a recent meme in Ocarina of Time Rando. I think it was Sponge asked for like movement through a certain section of Shadow Temple, and then our good friend of the stream, Kryl, came up with this absolute dumbass strat for it, just like hook-shotting across. It's like the third room in Shadow Temple where there's like sculptulas in a narrow pathway. And
that room.
And then Sponge said, like, again, this is not faster. It's just like these really funny setup to hookshot across it. And Sponge said, this will be the powder keg that blows Shadow Temple wide open. So we called that strat powder keg. And then ever since, every single strat that Kryl comes up with, he just names it after an MM item. So we have
that's funny.
We have Captain's Hat and we have Moonsteer as well, which are different, like really like not better, but funny and cool looking flashy strats.
Amazing.
So that's what Powder Keg is to me, is that movement through Shadow Temple.
Section showing us that they're a Bat's first doer.
I mean, if you're not
getting rewarded.
Yeah. I don't think it really matters that much. It's a good point. Oppenheimer could be FD. Damn. Luckily, he's got double defense, so not really huge threat from Gomez here. All right, so he did early Igor in the Deku strat way, so we haven't seen the bridge chest yet, but he'll get up there. He'll be fine. It's pretty funny how, like, we've kind of... The way we go through STT is completely different now from... I mean, there's so many different ways you can tackle this temple that are all around the same amount of time. Like, you can soar from boss key chest and do the left side long jump, which is pretty good, I think. If the chest up here is not big, then I think you definitely go for it. But this is fine, too, if you cross the Deku Flyer. I think this is a little bit slower, though. Sword from BK if chest is small is optimal. Yeah, that's kind of what I got the vibe that was how it is. But there's a bunch of different ways you could do STT now. We've come up with a couple interesting routes that are all fairly about the same amount of time. But
yeah, if I'm trying to check everything, I definitely prefer to do the early Igor.
Yeah.
And then go from there down to Gomez, and then do what Tony's doing afterwards. And
it's the wrong way. He got lost in the maze. No, wait, that's a peak. Oh my god.
Ooh.
I never knew you could do that.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of different locations that you can peek this chest from now.
That's cool.
And the trick is, yeah, knowing exactly where the camera's going to go through the wall.
Yeah. Nope. It's not that one.
We're going to
Everyone does it
healthy here in late game.
I've never seen that peak in my life, FaZe. Leave me alone. Left side early Igor? No. Okay. He's just going to hit the switch. Yeah, I peek with the button too, Muervo. I'm sure Tony is sweating bullets right now. But he doesn't know, but he's in a very good spot. We do have a Pamela check. This is another thing that could own Tony, though. This could put Section right back in the race right here. Chat gets their wish for a Pamela seed. It could be in Section's favor. But here's a fun fact. So there's that whole thing about like the higher sphere an item is, the less likely it is to be, important, right? That's just general rando logic.
Yeah.
The check that is highest sphere in the game is Twimbled Heart Container. Therefore, it is technically the least likely item to have an important check on it. It happens. You still have Twimbled Heart Container hard required, but it doesn't happen very often because it's like statistically the least likely chest. At least from a theoretical standpoint. I don't know.
I mean, when we finally have entrance rando.
Oh, it'll be different. Yep. There's nothing on Pamela, right? I didn't see.
I'm pretty sure it was a red rupee. I glanced at it.
All right. So, I think FaZe did like some statistical analysis back in season 1 and figured out the actual like most likely and least likely checks, and it was fairly different from what we did expect. But again, theoretically, this should be the least likely. Oh, Tony just barely. Damn, that looked like it should have worked. Feels bad going for the 1 cycle there. Still a very fast phase 1.
On the other hand, if any item in the game is going to be on Twin Mold Heart Container, it will be a song item. Am I wrong?
I think it can be fire arrows. But I think that's the only one. Actually, can it be Zora? Can it be Zora or Goron with 1 mass climb? I think it
might
can.
be able to be, yeah. But like in terms of likelihood, I'm saying it's song.
Yeah, it's okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, but that's basically it. It'd be Zora, Goron, fire arrows, song items. That's it. All right. There's Twimble down for Tony. No way. It's Keg!
I promise I don't have the log, chat.
Who cares about statistics, man?
I promise you I don't have the log. Keg W.
This is prime poker playing Tony.
That is
best.
go mode for Tony. And
you said
Section is just now entering Snowhead.
Yeah, that'll be GG. Tony gets his second upset. Unless, something catastrophic happens, but what's he doing? He's in go mode. Why is he soaring? You're in go mode, fam. Huh? Oh, he doesn't have money in the bank. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. He withdrew all his money. Yeah. That's totally fair. Although, is there a faster way to get, if you have light arrows, is there like a enemy you can, I don't know.
You would need most of the enemies. You know what? It doesn't even matter if you have light arrows. You can go north terminal field, kill a Dodongo with Goron, and get 50 rupees right there.
Yeah, I can't imagine that's faster than just soaring and depositing.
Probably
sure,
not.
Can, yeah, I think it's fine. It's fine what he did. Yeah. Wow, that's huge, man. There's so many upsets happening already in season.
Section doing a little think at that bomb bag. It's rando Muervo. Anything can happen. I did not know about this peak. That was an interesting peak from.
It is pretty cool, huh? This is why rando is entertaining. Especially, again, Tony saw the numbers, he saw the cards, he was counting cards. It's not a poker thing, it's a blackjack thing. He said, screw the numbers. I have my heart, my instinct, and I'm gonna win this race. Yeah, overall, I very little I disagreed with Tony's routing. I think I probably would have done Cape a little bit earlier, but I mean, when he did it was fine. He did progression when he had to. I'm fairly happy with his routing. I don't love this corner strat though. I've never liked this strat.
It's not for everybody.
Sure. See, as long as he doesn't have, you know, complete despair mode, 30-minute GBT,
Yeah,
that could happen. Yeah. So let's take a look. I'm going to take a look at the bracket here and see what awaits our good friends in their next round. TonyBigBlind is going to face... Okay, so Andrea and Trev still have to play. Winner of that is going to play Painapple. The winner of that will play TonyBigBlind in the winner's bracket, winner's round 3. Section is going to drop to... Oh, Lord. It was like... It's going to be... If I win... My next round, I'm going to have to play either Section, Bucky, or Ecola. Asuna won, right? Versus Ecola. That happened already? Somebody, please help. good tournament organizer here.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, Asuna won.
Michi
Okay, so...
and Alf are still going right now.
Oh, they're playing?
That's
Okay.
what I'm seeing on race time. I was checking the race time room to see.
Okay. Do we have a restream for that? Is that happening on another channel? Just take care of some stuff. Dude, I'm gonna have to...
What are we spoiling? I'm confused. What are we spoiling?
I don't care! I don't care. If you're watching this race but you haven't looked at the other one, then that's on you. Don't spoil race. No. This is a tournament. We gotta talk about how the tournament proceeds.
Yeah. We're not spoiling. We're just saying most likely Tony is winning here because Tony is in go mode.
I know people get upset if you like spoil other races that are under 24 hours, but I don't get it. I don't care.
I was just saying. I was looking at race time chat just to see about interviews and stuff. I wasn't saying like, oh, I looked at the results. No.
Is that actually in the ZSR rules that you're not supposed to spoil races that are 24 hours? Can I override that? Fill in some of these races that happened that... If there's stuff in that, please, if there's stuff I've forgotten to mark in brackets, please let me know. Mark it. Report scores.
Oh yeah, I'm watching you update some of this stuff. Yeah, with
Yeah.
Mr. Mario last night, Pojo last night.
There's ZSR rules. Screw the rules. Screw the rules. I'm a moderator. Make my own rules. Just be totally corrupt mod.
Did anybody bet on Keg? Was anybody correct about where Keg was?
I feel like we just kind of glossed over the fact that there was a bet. Like it didn't.
So much is happening. Tony not having a not bad GBT, remembering to advance time not right away but decently early. So shouldn't have an in-game time issue here. Meanwhile, Section getting Goat's remains.
Race 10 happened today? Did I not mark that? Oh, shit. Alright. Stay alert. Righty. Thank you, Face.
I was gonna say, is that gonna be a sword recoil? And yes, it is. That's an interesting strat to get up there.
It's a little bit slower than the Sora dive cancel, but it's fine.
But
it's
certainly fun if you're not good at that one.
Yeah, and faster than shooting any amount of ice arrows, I'd have to imagine.
Oh, for sure.
I'll die before I shoot an ice arrow in that room.
Section's doing right well.
Haven't they done that already? Oh, they're doing...
Section had done left well already, but had skipped right well.
No, I think they're getting... Yeah, what are they doing? They already did right well. They have Mirror Shield, don't they?
They don't have light arrows. They're going for Mirror Shield chest now that they have a bomb bag. Tony having a little bit of trouble here with this blast, with this recoil. Yeah, lining this up is tough because I'm sorry to say, Tony, but sword slashes don't actually work. You can still fall off this angled edge.
Yeah.
So you kind of just have to eyeball it.
You don't need to be that close to the edge. Yeah.
You don't. I found that out recently too. You just need the good angle on the red pump, and you can make it.
You hold A there to get the deeper dive. That's kind of funny. I don't know why you'd do that, but that's funny. Yeah, I think more so, like, if I mess up that recoil flip, it's because I flipped too early. The angle, you can still correct it. Like, you can hold left and right to correct it. So the angle, I think, is less important than just timing the recoil flip properly.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
The last...
up, gainer!
Woo!
Tony, by the way, does have twin mold remains. So this is his last
like that.
And by the way, belated happy 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully not a 3 hour.
It would be pretty hard to get a 3 hour at this point.
That would be very funny.
Gonna give once again shout out our lovely restreamer and tracker Wispy and Seed Roller Wispy. Other tracker today is Saberstorm. My name is Neuro, and with me is Vidya James.
Howdy.
Hope you guys have enjoyed this race. It is pretty much over. We're just waiting for this GBT to be completed, as well as Majora.
Sorry, that's really funny. That section remembered where the Velk was so they could do right well. That's awesome.
That is very awesome. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a rewarding thing this seed.
No. Oh, section might get light arrows here. Oh, that's the wrong way. What are you doing? It's the wrong way. You can
skipping stuff.
Do Cape first, or do the ledges first. You can void with Goron. Just put this off, man. I mean, I know he feels really behind, so he's probably trying not to do too much, but just do the raw progression and get to the important stuff, like forwards well for Mirror Shield chest, right? The pressing issues in this seed. All right, how's your iceless, Tony? Let me see. Not even going for it. What the hell? All right, TonyBigBlind, if you rewatch this restream, your assignment, your homework is to learn iceless.
It's a pretty difficult jump. I've at least 3 quals. You could go back at the VOD and the beginning of it is me trying desperately
Practicing.
to get this jump multiple times in a row at all.
I mean, you could say that, like, maybe nerves are coming in. He's like, oh, I haven't seen section finish yet. I could legitimately win this race, so don't want to go for anything too risky, right? So
that's true, but it's also not that risky either, because like worst case scenario, at least for me, you miss it once, you just go for the ice strat.
Yeah,
like you that's the backup. It's just to do it the vanilla way.
There is also a fairly reliable backup to just go for iceless a second time, so you can do that as well.
Yeah,
and
I have seen it, but I don't really understand it.
Do you long jump? Oh my god, that's kind of cool.
Yes, I learned this from Pixel, and this has become a bit more popular than the Zora walk.
I have to imagine it's slower though, setting fire arrows on the platform and then lining that up. But you know, still cool, still pretty reliable, I'd say. Is it faster? There's no way it's faster with the cutscene though. The fire arrow cutscene.
That cutscene's not that long. You gotta tech, because the other way you gotta tech the bomb chew. You gotta do, you gotta do the bomb jump. Wait for that bomb to explode.
No, but there's a strat you can do without the gainer. You can just backwalk along the fence. No, there's something you don't even need to do a gainer. You climb up the pipe and then you side hop right and hold shield so you get the full right.
Yeah. And
then you backflip, turn left, and then backwalk across. I do not believe that is slower than the recoil.
It might not be that slow now. I mean, if it's definitely faster if you're the type that doesn't want to do the fire arrow cutscene, because at that point, yeah, you don't even have the recoil as an option. But the fire arrow cutscene's not that long.
Yeah, goodbye. Having some sushi tonight.
Yep, slice it up.
All right. Yeah, I don't see anything happening with FD double defense 5-6 hearts on Majora.
Yeah,
It'd be a
this
cakewalk.
is a pretty solidly over.
Man, oh man, what a fun race.
Oh, you don't want that heart piece? Give me more health.
Give the fart. Give us the fart.
Give us the fart.
One last fart.
The fart was on the section side anyway.
Oh, it's true. Never mind. All right, you're excused, Tony.
Just press B until you win. Exactly, FaZe.
Yeah, Wispy's right. It's not the backwalk along the fence is not risky at all. I've seen actually. I see Matt and Jess. I think they don't even turn to backwalk. They just side hop along the fence. And I mean, if those
I'm not that good at side hopping.
If those two are doing it, I have to imagine that's the best way to do it. But the backwalk is just way more consistent. So that's what I go for. And
it's true.
If it's slower, it's like slower by like half a second probably. See some interesting Big Poe fight here. So there's some stuff you can do with the Big Poe. If you pull a bomb immediately after you hit the Big Poe, you can throw it and get the frame where the Poe is vulnerable before it starts its little swoop attack. The timing is a little bit precise, and you need to like be ready for it. But failing that, there's still like a frame where the Poe is vulnerable, and you can shoot an arrow and hit it before it starts its like spin attack. So there's a couple things you do.
I have heard this rumor, but I've not managed to find that frame. No.
Yeah, it's a little tricky, but yeah, I mean it's one of those things where like there's no reason not to go for it because you don't lose any time. It's just
you don't.
Yeah, unfortunately, forwards well is not going to play out. This is a lot of time commitment when you have other stuff like cape, you know, to work through.
The thing that it does lose to go for that one frame is magic. If you're trying to use elemental arrows to do more damage, you risk running out of magic.
Does anybody care about the spoiler log? Is there anything we don't know about the seed that we want to know? I don't think so. I feel like we found everything.
Yeah, I think we really did. There's not really anything missing here.
Yeah. Thanks for the spoiler log, though. Hey. Yo, is that Superstar Saga music?
I was gonna say, yeah.
Hell yeah. This track sounds pretty good. Did we know
Yeah,
we said? Yeah, we
found
found it. It's in Cape. So, I mean, the wallet doesn't matter at all. You could have gotten Sense instead for the blue potion. Letter to Cafe is 1 star. For what? I guess there's a bow on. Yeah, there's an optional bow you can get on Letter to. Yeah.
Wait, section
GG.
did well before springtime?
Lol. I mean, it's only like 3 or 4 checks, right? Because they get the Foolish Islands. GG to Tony. Congrats.
GG, Tony.
Huge.
And yes, Tony will be coming in for an interview. Section, unfortunately, has a little bit of a headache. Won't be joining us.
Can't blame him.
And I mean, understandable after that raise, after that seed.
Hello.
Hey. GG, man.
Welcome in, Tony.
Thank you.
Another big win. Not too bad.
2 for 2.
Yeah, that's got to feel really good. It's 2 upsets in terms of like seed numbering.
Yes, I am very excited about that. I was much less stressed out about this one than I was for the one last week, just because I've played other sections so many times before.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that
I'm
section's a homie.
Agreed.
Once you pull off the one upset, I'd have to imagine, it's like you already feel pretty good. Like, just like, all right, whatever happens from here on out, I've at least, made a name for myself. So
Exactly.
Can't complain
100%.
about it. Yeah.
I'm really excited. I've done this good already. So
the big story is, I called this out during the section when they went to Ranch Cycle 1. They gambled on Dog Race.
yeah, we were talking about that in the race time chat. They got second and then didn't want to go back after they got the Mask of Truth.
Yeah, so what ended up happening is they could have grinded and gotten 80 rupees, and if they gambled 80 rupees, they would have had enough for that second place, right? And that would have completely changed the dynamic of the race. However, I said this: if you gamble on Dog Race, I think you're a giant wiener. So we love to see that. Love to see people getting punished. Love it.
True.
2 thumbs up for me. Other than that, yeah, big compliments. I think overall we were all very satisfied with your routing. You did progression when you did too. I think the one thing we were interested on was like Cape seemed to be put off by both of you guys. Like there was never really a reason to do Cape, but you could argue that going at least a haul is progression, and it's a fair number of checks. So like, after you do Snowhead and Woodfall, it feels like the natural next thing to do. But there's a lot of interstitial items, right? Like you had. You I think you ended up doing mini games, which kind of was fine, getting that mountain title deed, routing it in, but still.
Yeah, I think that's why I wanted to do mini games first, just because to grab the mountain title deed before I head to Zora Cape, Zora Hall section.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It all makes sense. Again, big compliments to your routing. You did progression when you did too, and got rewarded with it with a keg on Twin Mold Heart Container, which is very funny.
Yeah, that's gotta
seriously.
feel really good as well, doing ISTT first and getting rewarded with that.
That was
there
really
any
good.
reasoning in particular that caused you to do ISTT first and not try to full play?
I mean, you mean like starting with STT?
Yeah, maybe.
So I guess it's sort of just like you're just high rolling in the hopes that it's in ISTT, and then even if it's not, I mean, I'm still curious on whether doing something like STT or whether doing something like Shrine, like comparing both those to see which is faster. I am really curious on that, but I mean, I kind of thought like if I go ISTT, I get the 3 bean chests, and then I can full clear ISTT, which is progression anyways. So
I think at least for S4, I think ISTT first before Shrine and STT is just a no-brainer. I think there's an argument. Yeah. If you have chest fairies on, there's an argument for doing STT first because just sheer density. But I think in S4, you definitely want to just value your progression above all else.
That's true. That's true.
Agreed.
And that keg could have been anywhere, but it was on. And we were joking about it too, about how statistically they had figured it out in season 1 that Twin Mold Heart Container is the least likely check to have anything because it's the latest spear check in the entire game.
So the logic goes, The higher sphere a check is, the less likely it is to have an important item, and Twin Mold Heart Container happens to be the highest sphere check in the game.
But
That's
of course,
so
commentators curse. Commentators curse. We placed it right there for you. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it. I dedicate my win to you guys.
There you go.
Couldn't have done it without you.
So, we were talking, it's the conversation, because you were ahead for a large portion of the race with Section not doing dog race. So, a lot of the conversation came down to what could screw you over. And there were a couple things. There was the Moons tier on Path to Snowhead Pillar, which Section grabbed, but then did dog race and then reset once they got Captain's Hat. So we never saw what Moons tier was, but obviously it was nothing.
Yeah.
That was just something that like you're not really going to go back for that anytime soon. You'd already cleared out Snowhead, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it would have been a long while before I decided to go back for Moons tier.
Yeah. And then the other one was Swamp Archery, which both of you guys didn't do, just because of the bow location.
I think my plan was, if I hadn't found the light arrows where I did, my plan at that point was to, I believe, go back and turn in the land title deed, do Tingle Picture, and go back for Swamp Archery.
So that's what we were saying. The only issue is you were still on the cycle where you had cleared Woodfall, so you wouldn't have been able to do Tingle Photo.
Oh, yeah. I definitely would have forgotten about that.
Yeah, I forgot about it too, don't worry. But yeah, still, we agreed that like land title deed was like the perfect excuse to go back and do Swamp Archery. So it would have worked out. It wouldn't have punished you too hard.
Yep.
So. I think what else?
I mean, I think overall it went pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how I played that. So.
I can't complain about your routing at all. You did everything, I think, in a way that I said, like, yeah, this makes sense. So, good job, congrats, and good luck in your next round.
Yeah,
thank you.
To you, you'll be moving on to round 3, where we're not totally sure at this point who you might be facing off with. It could be Painapple, it could be Andrea, or it could be Trev Person.
Trev God, oh my God, dude, I'm stoked for you to make it this far. I kind of want Trev to go on a run though.
Yeah,
Trev, really
I mean, it would be really hype for the glitchless 100% runner to finally get into Rando and have a good.
Your entire side of the bracket is whack though, because all the high seeds on that like quarter of the bracket are in losers now. So it's just like, what is going on? Andrea is the highest seed at 14.
Losers is definitely going to be a minefield.
Dude, if I win my next round, I'm probably playing TheOtherSection now. God damn it.
You're welcome, man. I got you.
We'll see. We'll see how that plays out. I mean, I'm just gonna lose to Painapple. Am I right? That's how it's gonna play out.
So true.
At least I didn't play fucking Dat Loss at round 1, dude. It'd been a nightmare. Anyway, I think we are mostly good to wrap up. Wispy, if you want to cue us out.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Tony, for coming in for an interview. Thank you so much, Neuro and Vidya, for the excellent commentary today. And thank you, Saber, for tracking with me. We did our best. Upcoming next, we'll have actually more MMR races. So we'll be raiding into the Alf versus Michi race that is happening at the same time. Then tomorrow we have Trev Person versus Andrea. And on also tomorrow on Monday, that depends on time zones, is Guppy versus Loloway. And then next week we have a Boo versus Cine, and then we'll see what matches get scheduled in between. Yeah, I think that's about it that there is to know. So thank you so much everyone for watching, and we'll see you very soon.